Hey, welcome again to video 4 in our series of What is Ayurveda? So in the last video, we talked about sleep. And in the video before that, we talked about our digestive fire. So this video is on what does your morning look like and what's your morning routine. And I want to preface this by saying that if you haven't dialed in your digestive fire from the day before, and you haven't dialed your sleep in from the day before, then your morning the next day will be greatly affected in how you show up energetically in your day. So we like to think that our day starts from the morning, the moment that we wake up, but actually our morning starts the day before. It's almost like if you think of jet lag. Jet lag would be, you go on a trip and then you might be able to power through missing some sleep, but then by day 2 or 3 or 4, it's caught up with you. That's the same. If you're not working with your digestive fire, you're not working with your sleep, then your ability to actualize and do what you need to do the next day is greatly affected. So a lot of people will either define themselves as like a late night owl or an early morning person, and that's actually true. We all have a different chronotype or chronobiology, and that shifts depending on who we are. If you're married, you probably notice that you might be different than your partner. So there's truth in that. But actually in Ayurveda, we're both. We should be able to have energy at the end of the day, and we should have boundless energy in the morning. It's going to differ, so we're going to have that rising cortisol level in the morning hours, and again, like I talked about in the last video, melatonin dropping off in the evening, and that's going to be our flow. But to think that we are one extreme or the other is not really good for our immunity and health and wellness. So most people wake up and they don't have access to the energy that they want. I would argue that most people wake up groggy. And if you're like me, I spent my entire life defining myself as a night owl and not a morning person. And since I discovered and started working with Ayurveda, I may not be quote unquote a morning person where I'm rearing to go and I've got all my ideas and all my creativity in the early morning hours. But I can say that since I started practicing the principles of Ayurveda, my mornings became more deep and meaningful. So Ayurveda has some real clear outlines and ideas about what we do in the morning to maximize our day. That's from hydration to elimination to meditation to how much we put in our stomach. And Ayurveda gives us a real clear pathway so that we can be boundless in our energy and really maximize our days to have the greatest potential in our life. Thank you for watching video 4.